The Witness is a new Korean thriller. It stars a couple of unknowns that I don't really recognize, but it's basically about a mild-mannered family man. They've just purchased a new condo, an apartment building, and the main character, he wants to take his co-workers out for drinks and dinner to celebrate the new house. And however, he comes home late, kind of drunk at 2 a.m. And after bumping into a neighbor, he goes into his house to have another beer, hears a scream. Goes out to his balcony and he witnesses a woman getting her head caved in by a killer. And he's about to call the police, however he drops his phone when his wife startles him to get a drink of water. And this movie is a sort of moral question about having integrity. So this movie is about this mild-mannered man. I think he works in law or something, but he basically doesn't want to have anything to do with being a witness because the killer got a good look at him when the light went on. So he's afraid for his own family, and then the neighborhood, they start passing around sort of waivers, basically trying to get people to sign a piece of paper saying they won't talk with the police because the woman who was killed was not a tenant, so therefore they don't have to participate if they don't want to. So the movie definitely has a theme of apathy towards helping other people in the opening sequence throughout the entire film. The movie doesn't feel like a thriller at times, it feels like a sort of drama, and I'm not opposed to that. However, the movie is not equally thrilling. There are other better thrillers, Korean, non-Korean, in the same sort of vein that also hit the same sort of message, like Bedeviled. This movie has a really infuriating protagonist because he spends the entire movie not doing anything. He's very passive, he's very reactive. I think the movie would have definitely been better if he was the sort of type of person who always does the right thing. And then when faced with having to deal with the ultimate sort of question, it'd be interesting to see him sort of not answer the call to be a super justice seeker in this case because his family's at risk. Because anyone in a situation where you have to sort of step up says hypothetically that they're going to step up in that situation. You know, if you see a woman being harassed or a person that needs help, you're going to like be Mr. Superhero. But when it happens in real life, when your family's in danger, maybe you don't want to. And this movie definitely explores the fact that all of his neighbors don't want anything to do with being a witness, even though there are other people that could have been witnesses. Other than that, the movie feels a little bit too long. There's nothing wrong with the movie in terms of like production value. It's well directed, well acted. The movie just is not well written, and it has this really hokey finale in the rain. And the movie is steeped with cliches and plot holes, and I recognized these while I was watching the film, not after, so it definitely doesn't do the best job possible with the material. I like the whole new angle of, you know, the whole integrity thing with the thriller, but the movie just doesn't balance that with thriller elements. It doesn't do enough really with the story. So this movie was a very big disappointment for me, so I give The Witness a 4 out of 10.